Every single Sprite factory can produce over 1.5 million bottles each day. Yes, you heard that right. 1.5 million. If you line those bottles up, this staggering number could fill an entire football stadium in just a few short days. This is not just a factory. It's a non-stop symphony of speed, science, and sugar. But have you ever wondered, how does this iconic drink reach you so quickly? Why is the fizz perfect every single time? And why did Sprite bottles recently change from their famous green color to clear? Let's dive into the production process behind every refreshing bottle of Sprite. Before we explore the modern production line, let's take a quick trip back in time. Sprite was first introduced in 1961 by the Coca-Cola Company. But it wasn't created by accident. Sprite was born to compete. At the time, 7-Up dominated the lemon-lime soda market, and Coca-Cola needed a challenger. However, Sprite's roots go back even further, to Germany in 1959. The drink was originally called Fanta Clair Citron, which translates to Clear Lemon Fanta. When Coca-Cola prepared to launch it in the United States, the drink was renamed Sprite, inspired by the famous Sprite Boy, an elf-like mascot used in Coca-Cola advertising during the 1940s. Now, let's leave the history books behind and step on to the factory floor. The secret of Sprite begins with simple but carefully controlled ingredients. There are 3 core components: pure water, sweetener, cane sugar, or high fructose, corn syrup, depending on the region, and natural lemon-lime flavoring. Among these, water is the most important. You cannot just use tap water to make soda. The water used in Sprite makes up about 90% of the drink, so it has to be chemically perfect. Every drop undergoes multiple filtration steps, passing through sand filters and activated carbon towers to remove any chlorine or odors before it ever meets the other ingredients. Then comes the magic, the syrup. In a secure room, the Sprite concentrate arrives. The exact recipe is a closely guarded secret, known only by a handful of people. This concentrate contains a precise blend of lemon and lime oils. Under close supervision, this concentrate is mixed with sweeteners and water in giant stainless steel tanks. This creates what is known as the final syrup. How do these simple ingredients transform into the refreshing taste of Sprite? The syrup is pumped to the filling line where it meets the purified water at a precise ratio. Usually, this is 5 parts water to 1 part syrup. This ensures that every bottle of Sprite delivers the same consistent taste, whether you're drinking it in New York or Tokyo. Now, we need the fizz. What gives Sprite those refreshing bubbles? The answer lies in the carbonation stage. The mixture is sent to a machine called a carbo-cooler. Here is the science part. Carbon dioxide dissolves much better in cold liquid than in warm liquid. So the machine chills the Sprite mixture down to about 34 degrees Fahrenheit, just above freezing. Then CO2 is injected under extremely high pressure. This is the magical step that creates those tiny bubbles which bring that amazing chill when you pop open a bottle. While the liquid is being prepared, the bottles themselves are being born. Most plastic Sprite bottles start their life as preforms. They look like tiny, thick plastic test tubes. These preforms are fed into a blow molding machine where they are heated up and then blown with high-pressure air into a mold, expanding instantly into that familiar bottle shape. Now, the liquid and the bottle meet at the filler. This is the most chaotic and impressive part of the factory. From the carbonation tanks, Sprite is transferred to the automated bottling line. The filling machine is a rotary beast that can fill up to 1,200 bottles per minute. But wait, if you pour soda that fast, Wouldn't it foam up and spill everywhere? To solve this, the factory uses counter-pressure filling. The machine seals the bottle and pumps gas in first to pressurize the bottle so it matches the pressure of the soda. This allows the Sprite to flow in smoothly against the walls of the bottle without foaming over. It is engineering perfection. Then, the bottle cap is sealed tightly in a split second to trap the carbonation inside. But the journey isn't over yet. After filling, the bottles go through the inspector. High-speed cameras check the fill level of every single bottle. If a bottle is underfilled by even a few millimeters, a mechanical arm punches it off the line. Only the perfect bottles survive. Next, the bottles travel through a warmer. This might sound strange since we just cooled them down, but bringing the bottles back to room temperature prevents condensation from forming on the outside. If the bottles were wet, the labels wouldn't stick, and the cardboard boxes they go into would turn to mush. After passing inspection, the bottles move into the final packaging area. High-speed machines apply Sprite's iconic green and white label, carefully aligned so every bottle looks identical on store shelves. The bold green branding keeps Sprite instantly recognizable. Each bottle is then laser-coded with production and batch details for quality tracking. Next, the bottles are grouped together and wrapped in clear plastic shrink film. Heat tunnels tighten the wrap, holding the bottles firmly in place and protecting them during transport. The finished packs are stacked into trays and placed onto pallets by robotic arms, ready for shipment. From here, Sprite is loaded onto trucks and sent to distribution centers, on its way to stores, restaurants, and vending machines around the world. You may have noticed a major change in recent years. Sprite bottles used to be green, now they're clear. This change wasn't about style, it was about sustainability. The green color additive made bottles difficult to recycle into new bottles. By switching to clear PET plastic, Sprite bottles can now be recycled back into new bottles more easily, reducing plastic waste and creating a more efficient recycling loop. So while the green bottle was iconic, the clear bottle is better for the planet. Every time you open a bottle of Sprite, you're holding the result of an incredible journey. Sprite travels a long way to reach you. Thank you for joining us inside the factory. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know which factory you want to explore next. Stay curious and stay refreshed.